Hello, welcome back to the FAX Championship 2027 Season 5 here in Belgium for the Belgian Grand Prix. And you have missed the last episode. I bet you gotta go watch that one, because that race was very interesting, because Aiden Jackson and FAX Racing taking the win, taking that first win, and it's Aiden Jackson taking his home race win in Great Britain. Congratulations to him, but this championship is definitely heating up, let me tell you, because this track is one of the longest tracks on the calendar, and it is Spa, contains a total of 18 corners, 2 dry zones. My, this track is going to be very exciting, and I can't wait to see what these drivers have in store for us during this race today. And remember, I just got some news to tell you, it's a wet to dry race, so we're starting the wets, but we are expecting some sunshine near the end of this race. So yes, we could be expecting big strategies happening throughout the race today. And this is your championship following the last episode in Great Britain, and this is what it looked like. And like I said, the championship is looking really tight, as is Sawyer leading the way with Yaya in second. Then we have Connor in third, Brindley not far behind in fourth. Then we have Maya in fifth with Varide in sixth, Elijah seventh with Parker in eighth, Ethan ninth and Jackson move up into 10th. Then we have Salash 11th, then Biggie 12th, Megan 13th, Branson 14th, Maddie, Jordan Noah, Mike, Shiloh and Sailors. That is your championship as we head into the Belgian Grand Prix. And I gotta say, in Infraction Motorsports, they are definitely losing ground. They need something, a miracle to happen in this race, because I gotta say, Yaya and Brittany and FAX Racing, Maya, Varai, they're all closing down on them. So this is gonna be a really interesting fight. And can Aiden Jackson or Megan get themselves involved? Because FAX Racing, they're looking pretty good as well. So let's see as we look at the grid for the Belgian Grand Prix. So here it is, and it is Megan on pole position with Salash starting in second place. Then we have Rari starting in third place, and then we have Brittany in fourth. Then next to her will be Branson starting in fifth place, with Maya starting in sixth. No one will start out in seventh. With Aiden Jackson, he will start 8th, the last race winner. Then we have Ethan starting 9th with Jordan. She'll be start 10th, running out the top 10 of the field. Sayers will start 11th. Maddie, she will round out in 12th place with her teammate alongside. That is Mike from Midnight Apex. Then Elijah, he will start 14th with Parker starting in 15th. Shiloh, she will start 16th place, and then next to her will be Yaya. Shocking performance by her. She started in 17th, with Biggie started 18th, and then the two Infraction Motorsport cars yet again still struggling. Connor 19th, your champion leader, Sawyer 20th. Oh my goodness, what is going on with Infraction Motorsport? This is not the start that they need, and it is a wet to dry race. But a big shock on your board is that Megan on pole, Salas second. Wow. So let's see what will happen. Can Megan return the favor to Solange? We're going to find out right now, because the 5 red lights are up on your screens. 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's the lights out, and away we go. And that's a good start for Megan off the line. But right, let's have a better start and got by Solange and send it down the inside of Megan, and Solange not keep the lead, sorry, it's Varai who turned the lead away from Megan, and Branson's already up into third place as we head into the Rouge, and finally on, Megan returns the favour. Up the hill we go, and Megan got the lead back away from Solange, and as she make her way up into P2, Varai dropped down to P4. Now it's a big straightaway heading up into turn 5. The chicane into turn 6 is Megan leading the way with Solange, who dropped a couple of positions, who made back up a couple of positions, back up into second place. Branson, brilliant start for him, he's third. Rara down to P4, a shocking start for her. Brindley up into P5, so Brindley had a good start as well. Off the line, actually she lost the position. Off the line, she started 4th, she's down into P5. But look at Maya trying to fight with some drivers as well. Salish got 5-second penalty, that's not a just good start from her as we watch your boy Ethan trying to make some moves done as he gets an attack, I must say, by Jackson, your last race winner from Great Britain, making the move, fighting it out with Ethan. Round the last few corners as well, into the long straight out turn 15, and now you got a really long straight. You've got to be careful because there are going to be corners flying for your eyes as you're watching Solange going for the move on Megan as we end the first lap of this race. Megan defends through the last chicanes and Solange got good momentum out of the final corner but just can't get her final way by, and Megan retains the lead of this race as Jackson now got a 5-second penalty for causing a collision, and Guy got a track limit warning for going off the track, I must say, or maybe gain an advantage. But may oh my, what crazy start to this race. And yeah, Megan leading the way. Solange, I never see this out of her. She's really have come alive in this race, and now she's going to go for the move yet again into chicane 5 and 6. Solange side by side with Megan. Solange is in the lead of Megan. Oh my goodness, this is an insane race, I must say. And now Rara getting herself involved to make a double pass on both cars, and now Rara takes the lead of the Belgian Grand Prix. What is going on? These three drivers are absolutely giving everything on the first lap. We can see Megan literally trying to find her way by Solange but just can't find her way by, and she needs to stay put in P3 for now. But my oh my, that came out of nowhere from Rara to get a double overtake to take the lead of this race. And do not count Brindley, because she is your nearest rival, your nearest challenger to your championship leader Sawyer, who made some positions actually for P20. He's coming to P10. So Sawyer had an incredible start, and so does Connor actually. He's now up, he's up into P13. So yeah, good start for the Motorsports. They need to keep that one going and try to get into the top 10 if possible, as Rara set the fastest lap on this race, and Solange is defending against Megan. Megan really wants this lead back. She really wants to get a first place win on her name because it's been a long time coming as we head up into a Rouge and Radion. Here comes Megan up the inside of Solange. She needs to defend against Solange. Does Solange go good momentum out of the hill? No, she doesn't, but maybe she does as we head now into turn 5. Megan is closing up onto Rara into chicane. Can Megan try and get the move done on Rara? No, she can't. She has to stay behind Rara for the time being, but this is getting really, really tasty, and it's inviting Brindley into the fray. Full hats off to Rara. She's doing an incredible job. She's obviously doing an incredible job to keep Megan and Solange at bay. Seriously, I'm surprised to see Solange up there fighting it out for the lead of this race. It's honestly insanity stuff. And now we're headed into the next couple of few corners. Now we're on board with Sawyer, closing in onto Salis right now, and she may have a good momentum. Remember, DRS is disabled, remember, because it's way out there. But as we skip some laps later onto lap 4, the rain has subsided. The rain is vanished. It's gone, and now we may see the transition from the slicks to possibly from the wet side to the slicks compound tires. So this is going to be interesting. Who is going to come into the pits? It's probably going to be everyone, because sooner rather than later, those inters that these drivers are on, they're seriously going to start to wear out. They're seriously going to start to scream for some grip, because they want water right now to cool down their tires. But unfortunately, they're going to overheat. So now everyone, I believe, needs to come into pits. So you just saw from race control, the DRS is now enabled. So that is your time. That is the moment that you need to come into the pits, get rid of these inters, and get on the slicks. But what are everyone gonna go on for the slick stints? Let me tell you, as we're watching Megan closing in on the back of Rara as it heads into the chicane, and I expect everyone to come in. Yes, Rise in, Menga's in, Salash, Brinley, Noah. Yes, everyone is coming into the pits. Then everyone is going to double stack. That's a big task for the pit crew, for every team. Rai is in. There is Maya, who is stuck behind. Rai's gone to the hards. She got a little help behind because she can't exit the pits until it's clear. And Megan is out of the pit lane, and Megan's going to take the lead of the race. Megan jumped Rai and Solange, and Megan's back into the lead of this Grand Prix. She was your pole sitter, and now she's leading the race. She's on the hards, Rai on the hards, Solange is on mediums. That is interesting. Branson is going very ballsy, let me tell you. He's on the softs. Brilliant fifth, then Maya in 7th, Parker in 8th, Shadow 9th. Shadow actually lost some positions, I must say. Noah up to 10th, Sawyer 11th, then Biggie, Jordan, Yaya, Salish, Ethan, Connor, he lost position, I must say. Maddie, and then we have Elijah and Jackson is running last. Oh dear, so yeah, that double stack for Phoenix Edge Racing, that will definitely hamper Jackson's performance, I must say. So now you've got a lot of work to do to try and get past a lot of cars as possible to try at least get into the top 10. But what you just noticed, everyone, most people are on the hard compound tires. So I feel like everyone are trying to do a one stop here, but some drivers are doing possibly a 2 stop, possibly maybe a 3 stop. But it's not like most drivers are going for the 1 stop and taking these hards to the end of this race. We're on lap 5 out of 15, and Branson is already not messing around. He is gonna make some moves right now, and his first target is Salash, and they head into turn 1. The DRS is enabled for both cars. Salash also got the DRS because he's close enough, well within a second of Rai. So this is going to be a little bit difficult for Branson to get past, but Salash is right behind Rai's back end, and there she goes through a rouge and rally on. It's looking really tight. They're side by side, squeezing each other, not leaving enough space. Salash and Rai still side by side. There's contact between the two, and now Rai trying to get past the likes of Megan for the lead. Rai takes the lead. Salash going to try and follow way through. Can Megan defend against Salash? They're still side by side. Salash, we're at the inside line. Down the inside she goes, and Salash up into P2. Megan just lost 2 positions, possibly 3, and still comes Branson now, looking for the move. This is insane racing, and there he goes to the inside. Branson and Megan side by side, out of the corner we go. This is getting really tasty indeed. Branson's still going for it. Megan doing everything she can to defend. She will have the inside line, but I just feel like that Branson should get this one done and dusted, and it looks like he has. Branson up into P3, and my oh my, wow, Megan literally lost 3 positions from the lead in a lap. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? But how crazy is, how well is Salash doing? She's doing so well during this race today, and now she's going to challenge Rai for the lead, but Megan is coming out of nowhere to make a double overtake into turn 1. Oh my, what a move for Megan. She's definitely not playing around. She wants this race to win on her name. Definitely. And here comes Rai now, up in Rouge and Valiant. 4 cars fighting it out for the lead of this race. This is insane stuff. As Branson now trying to look for the gap, he has nowhere to go. He has to stay where he is. As you can see, Rai still looking for the move on Megan, but here comes Branson just trying to set it round the outside of the likes of Salash, and it looks like Branson has lost a position. He's still trying to make contact. They made contact into the likes of turn 8. Following to turn 9, and it looks like Branson got them in done and dusted, and Salash dropped down to P4. But my oh my, things are definitely heated up for the lead of this race. And now Brinley, yes, Brinley, you can see her in the background now. Brinley is now catching up to this 4-way fight. Let's make it a 5-way fight for the lead of this race. Wow, this is insane stuff. like, respect driving for all four cars, all four drivers. They're doing a tremendous job and they're giving us an absolute show here in Belgium. But for Branson, my worry for him, I must say, is like he's on the sauce, and I just don't know if those sauce are gonna make it to the end. That is my worry. I don't know if those sauce are going to make it to the end, and I just feel like maybe I just feel like Solar Vortex, they really made a mistake here, as there goes Raleigh up the inside, make a double overtake through Rouge and Radion. What is going on here? These guys are not playing about, I must say. They're absolutely giving it everything. And Raleigh, that might be our third or maybe fourth double overtake on this track so far in this race. Absolutely insane stuff. And now Brindley is catching up, and Solange is... Actually, Brady just got past Solange, so yeah, Brindley's now in the fray, and now Brindley to the inside of Branson. Brindley up into P3, so now Brindley is now coming alive in this race. Lap 9 out of 15, and Branson is going to try and return the favour through Rouge, and running on we go, side by side, Brindley versus Branson. This could get a little tasty. Raleigh's challenging Megan also for the lead on this race. Who's going to get it first? We're going to see right now. Megan's going to be ahead of all three of them, and Raleigh is going to move our way up into P2, and Brindley and Branson still fighting out. Brindley defends brilliantly. Branson still trying to look for the move, can't find a way past, and now you can see on his tyres, those soles are absolutely starting to grade, and he's really struggling out there. He's struggling, and I must say, it might be sooner rather than later that he's going to drop back from the guys behind, as we're watching our board with Brindley having a little fight with Rye, looking for the move of Rye for P2, but just can't find a way by. So yes, Brindley now in the fight for the win of this race, and this could be pretty big points for her, and she will close in onto Sawyer in the championship. That's going to be big news for her. But for Sawyer, where is he? There he is. He's making move on Biggie. He needs to get some points in this race because his nearest rival, yeah, Brindley from Lutz Post Racing, is definitely closing in on him in the championship. And I must say, things are looking really not good for Infraction Motorsports. But like I said, for Branson and Solar Vortex, they just made the wrong call. They should have gone to the hards or maybe to the mediums, but maybe preferably the hards. That would take it to the end of the race. Branson, he has to make a pit stop. So Solar Vortex, what could have been a win for them, it's not going to happen here in Belgium because of their strategy call. As we're watching now, Raleigh and Megan, they're both had a little scrap for P1. Solange has closed in to Brindley, but look at this fight. Megan and Raleigh going for their first race win of this season. None of them won a race in this season so far, remember. So this is going to be very interesting to see who's going to win it out. Megan would really want to extend the win streak for Phoenix Edge Racing after Jack's incredible home race win back at last time out in Britain. But can she do it here in Belgium? Let's see, because she's really close to the back of Raleigh. She's using the ERS battery to try and get extra horsepower to get past Raleigh. They're going side by side. It's all about the braking zone. They're still going side by side. Raleigh's trying to squeeze it out. Raleigh's ahead. Raleigh stays ahead of Megan as they head around the 5 few corners. They start on lap 12 and 15, but it's not over yet. We got only about 3 laps of racing left to go. Megan, you have to get going for the dive bomb into turn 1. I must say, turn 1 really does favour Megan, let me tell you, because she always loves to do a little dive bomb on our opponents in that Pacific corner as they head into our Rouge and Radion. Raleigh still not giving up the fight. These two still going side by side. Who's going to have the DRS? It's going to be Raleigh, because she's behind on Megan through the detection zone, and Raleigh is going to be ahead of Megan as they head through the next couple of corners, turn 5, 6, 7, and now coming up into turn 8. But my, things are definitely heating up between these two drivers. So, As we get to laps later, to lap 13 out of 15, Megan still in the fray, trying to keep up with Rari, but now Brinley is closing in on these guys. This might be a three-way fight of the lead. Solange, who was in the fight for the lead as well, she made a mistake. She should have been on the hards as well, because those mediums are now definitely done and dusted, so she may be out of the fight and she might have to settle for P4 unless these guys have a crazy incident on the last few laps of this race. Here we go. Megan just retake the lead of the race, and now Brinley is closing in on these two drivers. If Brinley win this race, this would be a hell of a brilliant drive from her, as it gets some more laps later to the end of lap 13. Rari's going to try and put more pressure onto Megan. Megan got 2-3 more laps to try and keep two big drivers, two big names off her charts as they head round the final corner to start to pull up to the lap on this race. Rari had the DRS. Rari's going to do a little dive bomb into turn 1. Rari got the dive bomb stick, and now she will lead the Grand Prix. My oh my, this is it. It's Rari, Megan, or Brinley. Rari and Megan, neither of them won an FX race. This is their big chance, and they have to fight it out. But can they keep Brinley at bay? Brinley, who was challenging Sawyer for the lead of the championship. Whatever may happen in this race, wherever she may finish on the podium, she will still close in to the lead of Sawyer in the championship, and this championship is definitely coming alive as we head to the final few races of this season. Next time out, ladies and gentlemen, will be Hungary. What's going to happen in that race, I don't know, but I'm sure you're going to get your popcorn ready. But please get your popcorn ready for this showdown here between these three drivers. Two of them haven't won a race, one of them has won a couple of races. Brinley hasn't won a race so far in this season. It's just getting consistent points, I must say, for Brinley to try and get the lead done. But now she is really closing in on the back of Rari. Rari's doing everything she can to close in onto Megan, but Megan's managing her pace really well. But look at Brinley behind. Brinley's going for it onto Rari. Rari trying to defend. She's trying it on Megan. They made contact. Brinley and Megan, they both made contact, and Brinley got 5-second penalty. That is not going to help her out in this race at all. Where this will finish her, I believe that will be P3. Oh dear, that is a big moment between Brinley and the likes of Megan. I'm pretty sure Megan's not going to be happy about that. But on the final of this race, Brinley is leading the way, but she won't be your race winner. It's between Megan and Rari. And as we head to the final last few corners, it is going to be Megan who's going to win this race. Brinley, if she didn't make contact with Megan, she'll be your race winner. But no, it's not going to be her today. It is going to be the likes of Megan, who will cross the line and wins the Belgium Grand Prix. Megan wins it here in Belgium to make up back-to-back wins for FAX Racing, and that's her first win in the FX season. My oh my, what a crazy end to this race. There's going to be a lot of talking between Brinley and Megan, but congratulations to Megan, she deserves it. So here's your results. Megan taking her first win of the season after a big showdown near the end. Rari second, Brinley third, Maya fourth place. A great result, by the way, for FAX Racing, by the way. Great job for them. Solange fifth, Mike sixth, Sawyer, wow, he started last and he finished in seventh. What a recovery drive from him. Yaya eighth, then Noah, Branson, Shiloh, Connor, Parker, Jordan, Salish, Jackson, Maddie, Biggie, Elijah, and Ethan. What a big thing for Jackson, by the way. He started 8th and he finished 16th. It didn't go on his way. I think it's because that transitions from the wets to the slicks really hampered his strategy. But Brinley, she was in the fight. She was definitely in the fight. She's really switched something on in that car, and she's performing with everything she got. She is definitely going for that championship. And speaking for the championship, this is what it looked like after an insane crazy Grand Prix, and it is going to be Sawyer still leading the way, but brilliantly she'll move up into second place, and now only 18 points behind her nearest challenger, Sawyer. Yaya down to third place, Maya fourth, Riley fifth, Connor. His woes continue. He dropped down to sixth, with Megan up to seventh now. Elijah, Parker, Ethan, Jackson, Salash, Biggie, Branson, Mike, Maddie, Jordan, Noah, Charlotte, and Sailor Shoes still yet to score. Your constructor standings: Inferno Motorsport only now 8 points ahead. Lunchpoint Racing, they're closing in on them. 10 points behind them, it's Rose Racing, Phoenix Ace, Diamond Nitro, Blaze Rossi, Hero Force, Titan Racing, Midnight Apex, and Solar Vortex. That is what your championship look like, and my guys, the championship is definitely heating up. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you again. What will happen in Hungary, we're going to find out when FX returns. Bye bye and good night.